Hello again, guys. I'm already at my apartment. So I wanted to share with you a couple of the success stories that I had in the past week with manifestation and share some thoughts on how we are actually gods of our own reality and how we are supposed to set the rules for our game of life, right? So the first manifestation story is that if you guys remember, some times ago I shared a video about how to recognize that your higher self is talking to you, and right before I came to Dubai, I actually had this exact situation. So basically, about 3 weeks before I went to Dubai, I had this repetitive scenes of me being on the stage and talking to startups, talking to entrepreneurs about my thoughts and ideas on the current market, current situation in crypto, current situation in Web3 industry, etc., and sharing my knowledge, etc., etc. And it was so annoying because literally, like, it just couldn't leave me alone. And basically, I thought that it's just daydreaming, but a week before I came to Dubai, then I received an invitation to be a speaker at the event for the entrepreneurs and investors, where I supposed to be one of the panelists talking about the exact topic, exact match for what I have been thinking and daydreaming about. And this was such an interesting experience because I share all of this here online with you. You see it, but sometimes I forget about it myself, about like how this is actually not just a daydreaming, but everything that we imagine will come true one day, like 99.99999%. And another thing that also happened, and this one is like kind of a negative success story, but still a success story, and this will be very relevant for your experience as well. So I booked an Airbnb with my company there, and like we had two apartments, and for some reason I am like pretty anxious person, to be honest, and I started imagining how something is going wrong with this flat. We booked one flat in downtown and one flat in like closer to the Palm Jumeirah. I was supposed to stay in downtown, and I started imagining how everything is going like wrong. There is something wrong with the payment or whatsoever, and I started being very angry internally. I fully immersed into this experience, and I started thinking that maybe it's better to stay in the Palm due to the events, etc. And guess what? Basically, right before right before I departure a day ago, something goes wrong with the apartment. We need to cancel it, we need to rebook it again. There is the additional payment that needs to be done, etc. And I was so pissed, but then like, what are you pissed about? Because this isn't this exactly what you were imagining, And then actually, like, I ended up being in the exact flat where I wanted to be, in the Palm area. And even though the situation overall was negative, like, it still gave me what I wanted. And another very, very small success story is that I was supposed to meet with my friend, and I again was imagining the exact words that he would say to me when we meet, and guess what he said? Like, exactly the same. So I hope it was not like boring for you guys, but I think that this is important to recognize how exactly we are building our reality, how exactly we are building all of our situations. And I wanted to share something on top with you because I get some like insight, as much as I can call it, when I was having the drive around Dubai. So a lot of us think that we are going to change once our circumstances change, because logically this is right? Like, we are expecting for something to happen to start believing that we are wealthy, that we are worthy, that we are loved, etc. But if you give it an additional thought, and this is what happened to me, so I have obviously been manifesting my career, I have been manifesting my money, and like, even though I was making like pretty good money for myself, and I've been providing for my family, etc., I still felt myself like broke to some extent, like I didn't feel safe. I was still checking like my account every day, like, are this money is this money still in place, did it not disappear, etc. And every time like my financial situation would be going like a little bit down, I felt even worse, because like I just had this brokenness around myself. And even though like I was making money, I felt like really comfortable, I felt like not better at all. And if I had like the perfect circumstance, and I think that really a lot of people would like to like trade places with me, I did not feel like happy, I did not feel successful at all. I did not feel like I accomplished something, and just think about it. If you are like manifesting money or anything, like, manifestation is the journey where you change yourself, and where you first change internally, you change your identity, you change your character, and then your whole reality changes. So I did not have the success that I wanted. I always had like enough, a little bit better than enough, and I had very bad situations in the past as well. But I couldn't break this like glass ceiling, to get the success that I really want, because there was always something, there were always some negative like beliefs about myself, that like I cannot do this, I will not be successful, I'm not worthy, etc. But why is this all happening? This is because I have had the exact like state of like identity that is not successful, that is not wealthy, that is not rich, and therefore like I haven't been moving anywhere in life, And if you think that you need to birds if you think that you need to change circumstances to feel better about yourself, to feel better about what's happening around you, and like, you are so wrong. Like, I hope that I said this right. I said that if you think that your circumstances need to change for you to feel better, like, you are wrong. And because it will not bring anything. And my example is the proof for it. Like, you will not be making like more money as much as you want, as much as you can. You will not be as successful as you want if you feel this like black hole of lack internally, and you cannot experience the best love of your life if you constantly feel like a person that is not loved, that is not deserving of being loved in the way that you want, etc. And when we are talking about the God state, what is a God state? Like, this is the full responsibility for everything that you like experience internally. Our real our real reality is the imagination. And all of these success stories that I have shown to you in the beginning of this video basically supports my claim. I have first experienced all of them internally, and only after they shown up externally. So if you want to manifest whatever, you need to change your internal state. This is everything that I'm talking in the video. I'm also thinking about some kind of maybe a program or a challenge or something like this, that that we could do together as the community, and that we would really keep each other on track and help each other to seriously change. Because a lot of people still treat manifestation like a magic that is going to occur, or maybe not, but this all is just a psychology, and as long as you're persistent enough, you will change your circumstances. The reason why I was not successful and I did not get everything that I wanted is not because manifestation doesn't work. This is because I have been so merged into the unsuccessful state. No matter what was happening around me, no matter how many people in my industry know me as one of the most successful people, it didn't help me at all on anything, So this first thing is the internal state, and you decide and set the rules for your reality through your internal experience, through your internal understanding of self, and this is changeable. But sometimes we are just blind, and we are so used to this feeling of unworthiness, of unsuccess, of all of this, that we do not even understand this is our blind spot, even though you feel this negative feeling every day. But this is so known to you, so well known, that you consider this to be a part of your reality that is not unchangeable, and therefore you go into 3D reality and you try to force it to bring more to you. But even if it brings more to you, you still have this black hole that just sucks everything inside and leaves nothing, because you have this state of lack internally. This is what people mean when they say that if you live from the state of lack, you will never be successful, you will never be happy, because no matter how many things in 3D life you're going to get, you will not feel fulfilled at all. And this is what I wanted to talk about in this video. This is not fully about the God state as you would like to hear it, I believe, but this is the best explanation of what the God state is like. We are the creators of our own reality, and I do my best to show it to you through my own personal example every time, every video on this channel. And I think that I'm doing pretty good job. What do you think about it? Let me know. So I was really happy to talk to you today. I am looking forward to hear more of your opinions, more of your questions. I am preparing something very interesting for all of us here. So have a good day, have a good week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.